Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're well. We're back in Bianco Zoo today and we're going to be working on our facilities building over here. Last episode we finished off the red lemur habitat and I was very pleased with the outcome. So yeah, really good to have our first habitat in and looking forward to doing the next one. I have no idea what the next animal is going to be, but we do want to sort out this entrance area because at the moment I've just got some temporary facility buildings over here, which obviously is no good, and I want to do them over here in a much better looking building. I want to do them in such a way that they connect to this one here as well, and maybe introduce a couple of little food stations as well, and maybe a little sort of a seating area here somewhere. So lots to think about. So I guess what I want to do first is just get a few buildings plopped down. Just want to make sure, yeah, good. They're lined up nicely on the grid. So let's just place a few bits and pieces. So let's get a bit of everything. So we're going to quarantine. Let's get that. Let's get a vets. I might rearrange these, but we'll see. Let's get a nice big staff room. I'll be deleting the pathways, so I'm not too bothered about that at the moment. A small trade centre. That could go... Let's get that there. Let's get a workshop. Kind of running out of space. Hang on, I've got more buildings. What didn't I have? Oh no, I've got a bigger... Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings? There's only 5 there. What have I got that I didn't have over there? We've got a trade centre, a workshop, quarantine, we've got staff room, vets. Oh, what's the green one? Oh, keeper hut. I don't need a keeper hut, do I? Of course I don't. Well, no. Let's give it a, hang on, let's give it to the keeper hut. Okay, and then let's look at putting... Hang on, let's make sure it's different to what I put over here. What's I put over here? Cosmic cow milkshakes and chief beef. Okay, so we won't go with either of those. We'll go with something else. Maybe a slush. And a missy good. Okay, great. Let's get them in there. Good. That's... Yeah, that's okay. Let's come in here. So I want to delete some of the pathways that are here already because I want to redo them completely. Much better. So I'm going to use the invisible pathways again, like I like to do. Whoops, let's keep it small. Okay, let's do it like that, that's fine. These should, in theory, connect together perfectly, but they're not going to, are they? Yes, there we go, good. Okay, that's misbehaving a bit. I'll tell you what, I can probably... Yeah, it's probably better if I actually do it on a grid. It's not going to let me. It's not going to make this easy, is it? Hang on. Let's get rid of all these pathways. Let's just build this one, and then build from that. And that. No, look at that. It's not going to let me do it, is it? These things just. They know. Oh, look at that. It's not even letting me do it over there. Well, that's fine. I should be able to connect those in. Obviously, all of this is going to be hidden, so it's not a big problem. So I'll do it like that. And then if I get a pathway like that, and let's get it... Let's do that. because they've got a nice square there, which is why I want to do benches. Obviously I'll connect that in. I can have it coming right along the back here. That looks really nice. And then I'll bring it down there and join it in with this one again. Excellent. Okay, so now let's deselect the grid and let's try and get these connected. I probably have to go. Yeah, it's not quite going to be perfect, but as long as it connects in, that's all that matters. And then here, let's see how this works. See if I can do two. Actually, yeah, I could bend this one in like this, couldn't I? Let's see if that's going to work. Actually, do you know what, I might. It's not. Actually, that's pretty good. That should be fine. It's just clipping that building a tiny bit, but it's not significant. Okay, and then let's just come back into here because I need to connect up these other ones as well. Okay, that corner's being a bit awkward. Let's try and do this one a bit differently. Okay, that should work easily. That's that connected. And let's do that one like that. That's fine. Again, that's fine, and that's fine. Good. Right, we have our new bit of pathing. So, most of this is just going to be covered with this same patterning. So let's do that. Oh, what's going on with the ground there? Oh man, what's going on here? This is a big problem. Oh, the ground isn't even. And it's not going to let me. Okay, that's so frustrating that it's done that. Why is that ground not level? That should be perfectly level because I haven't touched that. But it's not going to let me do anything to it, is it? Because if I do flatten surface, that's not going to do anything because the pathways are there. I think that's how that's going to work anyway. I'm assuming so, yeah. Right, that's really annoying because now I've just got to delete all that stuff that I've just done and start again. Unfortunately, that's utterly ridiculous, but there we go. There's no other way around this, unfortunately. I might be able to just keep that bit and still work from that grid. Let me just bring it. No, look at that. That's uneven. Right, that's something I need to get in the habit of doing, is checking the ground before I build the pathways. Really, really annoying that. There we go. Right, let's sort this out. So flatten to terrain. So this is flat. So this should all now be flat. What I might need to do actually is just move that out of the way. Just make sure that all of this is lovely and flat, so that when I come back in here and do this, yes, good, that's all looking much better now. Right, so now I need to start that whole process again. So let's bring that back in to about there, I think. Right, so let's start that again. So I went from there, align to grid. No, I didn't go that way, did I? Because that worked out really bad. So all the way down here like so. And like that. And then we went along here and along here. we'll get there in the end. It's always a fun process doing this sort of thing. You learn lessons as you go along. That's always my philosophy. Excellent. Okay. So then we wanted that like that, that like that, that like that, that like that, and that like that. And then we upped this to 8 meters, sorry, and we connected there. And we connected there. And we will connect there. Boom, there we go. That wasn't as painful as I thought it might be. So let's just come in and repaint all of this, because it always puts long grass on for some reason when you do that terrain work. It's very annoying, but there we go. Great, there we go. Right, now I should be able to come in and do this. So this is pretty much just going to cover this whole thing, and then I can sort of build around it, is the idea. So this is basically just a big plaza. That's the idea. So it just looks like one big thing. That's the theory. It's quite nice working on a grid. It makes everything a bit simpler. Let's square that off. Not sure what will happen over here. There might well be another habitat over there. I'll think of something to do around the side of this building here at some point as well. Excellent. Okay, that's a good start. So I think I might put this little square in place next, just so that it's kind of there and okay. Why can't I find benches? It's in facilities. That's why, isn't it? Yeah, just so that it's kind of there and in place and ready and raring to go. So what I was thinking of doing here is putting a load of benches down. Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to quite line up properly. Let's try that again. Yeah, putting benches down here and then having them completely hidden. Was kind of my theory. I don't think we're going to fit 3. Okay, yes I am. That's good. Great. So there are your benches, so people can sit on them, but we're going to hide them. And we're going to hide them, hopefully with some nice stone pieces. See, I'm wondering if I can use that, because I do love this piece. So all you need to do is just bring it down to just above the height, and then just you've got to line it up right, so if people do sit on the benches it looks like they're sitting on this, in theory. Not entirely sure if this is actually going to work. Actually, I haven't quite covered the benches up there, I don't think. I think I need to just come out a tiny bit more. Something like that. And then I think I just need to realign a tiny bit. I've no idea if people are actually going to use these, but we can but try. Okay, something like that. Whoops. actually, if I select all of that and angle snap, I should just be able to do that. Okay, that's looking okay. Let's just checking the corners. Yeah, look at that. It's actually, that's not too bad. I'd like to hide these corners with something, so I will do that. But that looks alright. And obviously in the middle I'm going to do something. Flower bed. I was thinking of doing a raised bed, but actually it might look quite nice if it's just left open. If I just fill that up with soil and put a tree and then maybe a few little bushes or something in it, could look quite nice. I mean, I am trying to keep this formal. So I'm not sure what sort of planting I want to do in here, but let's get the soil in first at least. I mean, I could actually bring the soil right up like that. Okay. There's nobody sitting on there yet, but I'm still hopeful. I guess I want to keep that sort of smart look. So what I could do, look at that. That's the tree, isn't it? That's the one. Because we've got these lovely cypress trees over here, it makes sense to have a big one of these in this bed as well. Like that. And then there are some smaller ones. I could kind of, maybe I could have sort of one of these on each corner. Might look nice. Just keeping with that formal planting rather than sort of messy looking bushes. And then let's just spin these so that they don't look too symmetrical. Okay, how does that look? That looks beautiful. I do like that. That looks really nice. Good. See, and then I was thinking of continuing this roof and bringing it down here in some way and connecting it up to this building here. So that might still work because I've still got room behind here. Kind of continuing. So you got this bit here, essentially using this. I wish I'd done this roof as a separate building actually, because it's going to be really awkward trying to use this. You see, it's kind of, yeah, there's a lot of waste material here. But if I can get rid of the rest of this, then hopefully I can still use this. Ah, it looks like, I guess the supports were a separate building, which I didn't realise. Okay, so we've got a bit of roof. Ah, hang on. I haven't brought any of the edging or anything actually. I guess that is a separate building, so that's okay. In which case, actually, I could have just, yeah, yeah, I really could have just built a new bit of roofing there, really. But you see, that's what I had in mind, was continuing that like that. Right, so yeah, so we've got that as a separate, and that is separate. Okay, that's okay. I don't mind that. That's quite handy actually. So what I can do here, hopefully, is just copy that, because obviously this should be perfect size and shape and everything to fit on here. Let's just line this up, and that should be all I need to do for that. Look at that. That is beautiful. Right. Let's got to have a look from here. How does it look? That does look cool, actually. I like that. Right, and then I guess I just want these, and again I should just be able to turn them sideways, bring them over here. Actually, yes, I could line them up using these ones. Actually, no, that doesn't quite work, does it? But that's fine. I can bring them over. Okay, and then under here, just make sure that they are roughly symmetrical. I think that is about right. Let's just check. They're overhanging the angled bit a little bit there, so actually I might just bring that back to mirror that. Okay, what do we think? Yeah, I like that. I really do like that. I think that looks really good. People still aren't using the benches, which is a real shame, but never mind. At least they're there. They're there as an option. Great. Okay, now I've got to decide what I want to do with this facilities building. Let's go with some wood, I reckon. Okay, so how modern do I want this looking, or how wooden, I suppose? Do I want that sort of wood? What did I use over here? That was that, so I could use this because it continues the theme. And then you can have windows in for these buildings. So I kind of like that. Some of them have windows in the back as well, which is fine, don't mind that. Obviously some of them have doors, so let's get the doors in as well. And then let's fill in the gaps. So I'll fatten the building out a bit there, just so we haven't got lots of weird angles. I'll probably just do that as well, I think, there. Okay, there's your basic shape. Now, let's think, how do I want it looking up high? Because I want some of it to be higher. Not so sure what sort of roof that I want to do, but I think I probably want, let's think, I quite like the idea of having a big round bit, actually, maybe on this end. In some way. The problem with round is there aren't many roofs that work on the round, but I'll try it and see what it looks like. I think there is a roof that I can use on that. Obviously, I've got to then hope that I can disguise. Yeah, I've got to kind of cover this bit. and hope that it looks okay. It does. I mean that's a lot of wood. Do you know what? I might not use that. Actually, I might use this piece. What was this? Metal clad wall floor. Let's try that, because I do like that piece, and again it sort of continues. Whoops, continues the theme, doesn't it? Metal clad wall floor. Okay, let's try this one. Yeah, I don't mind that actually as a roof. I think that does look good. Again, I might do something over here, might kind of cover some of this up. This is fine. I don't mind that overlaps a little bit there. Right, so that can be a nice sort of tower at that end. I feel like I probably want something on this corner here. Obviously I can delete the roof under this bit, that's not a problem. So yeah, maybe that, and leave it flat in the middle and at this end. That's good. I like that. Let's just get rid of those pieces because they're not needed. Obviously little glitches like that I'll cover up. I can put beams and stuff on. That's not a problem. Right, let's have a look at the roofing then. So we had, whoops, didn't realise I was in there. Yeah, I've not used any particular roofing yet over here, so I'm quite free from a design point of view. I do like the glass. Not sure if glass is really going to work here. Have we got round glass? We do. I could have a little something like this. Looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Whoops, completely the wrong piece. I quite like that. Just got to make sure it looks good from all around. I don't mind that. And then I could put a load of foliage in and make it look like a little garden inside. That could be fun, couldn't it? And then do I want to do something similar on here? I'll tell you what, I reckon there's a more pointy one. Yeah, let's go with a more pointy one over here and do the same. Oh, have I messed that up? I think I have. I think that should be... Yes, there we go. I like that. I think as a basic shape, I think I like the design of that. There's lots and lots of detailing to be done on it, of course. But yeah, as a basic design, I like that. I like that you can see under here, and this dome isn't as obvious because you've got the tree and you've got this roof line here. Oh yes, and I was gonna. Oh, hang on. I need to. Yeah, I just need to get that piece in, don't I? Wherever I copied that from, it's obviously wrong. Ah, so that must be in here. I must have. Yeah, there we go. Look. I can't actually select the piece that I want, which is really annoying. There we go. Well, it's a good job I copied that, otherwise I'd have never noticed that that piece wasn't lined up properly. Great. Okay, I'm really liking the look of that building actually. That does look pretty cool. It needs a lot of detailing, of course. But yeah, as a basic design, I do like that. Okay, let's leave it there for now. Lots to think about. I probably want to do some sort of canopy down the front here, kind of an overhang of some sort. I could do some more glass, I think, with that potentially, to sort of copy the glass theme from the top, have a glass front along there. Various beams kind of on the corners here. I feel like I need more detailing. Obviously something around the bottoms of the glass bits as well, although this one here might be a bit trickier to do that with. But yeah, and then I've got to work out just how to sort of disguise all of this area around here. Got the corners of the little bench area to finish as well. And I haven't actually finished under the bridge here. In fact, I think I came to the idea in the end that I was just going to hide that and just cover it up. In fact, I could probably do that now, just with some simple limestone. I think was basically what I was thinking of doing under here, and literally just hiding it. Something like that. I'm not sure. Actually, let's just got to make sure it's hidden on both sides, so it's not. Yeah, that's not quite going to work, is it? Actually, because I need it. I need it there, but then I need it to be lower. Let's just see. Yeah, it's still poking through. That's annoying. Okay, then let's do like that, and then let's get no, that's still not quite going to work, is it? Okay, tell you what, I'll do that next time. I'll just use some non-grid stone pieces to cover that in. But that's my thinking there, is just to cover those gaps with some stone pieces. That'll be fine. People are coming over here now, so that's good. It's a shame that people aren't using the benches. I assume the benches are usable. I mean, they are here, but nobody's sitting on them. I don't know how you can tell if something is usable, but the bench is there. All the benches are there. They're just not being sat upon. Which is a shame. I mean, I could, no, in fact I can't bring them out, which is a bit odd. I thought I could actually put them here because they're on a different bit of the pathway, on the outside of the pathway, but I thought, well, maybe they're not, maybe they're on the inside. No, look, I can't, that's weird, I can't place them on this bit of the pathway. I could have some benches here. I could have benches all over the place. Maybe I'll create like a smaller version as well and see if that works, where I'll just have a bench there, hide it with a bit of stone, create something else. Yeah, maybe I'll look into that. I'll tell you what, I'll put a bench there just to remind me to create a small stone covering for it, and then I can sort of copy and paste that around the park as well. Cool, right, I'm going to leave it there. That's looking really nice, actually. I like that a lot. I do need to do a lot of work on this because I do want it to blend in more, so it needs more white, so like these white beams and things like that on it. So I'll do a whole load of that so it looks a lot more like this building, so it kind of continues that same patterning. But yeah, for now, I think that's really nice. And I really like linking these together as well, like this with the roof here. I think that's going to work really nicely. If I can do that a lot more through the whole zoo, I think that will work very nicely. Great, so let's leave it there. So thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please do leave a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then please do that as well. If you've got any thoughts or ideas, suggestions, criticisms, then please do leave me some comments. I'm always open to your thoughts and ideas. And hopefully you can join me again in the next episode where we will continue work on this facilities building over here. Until then, do take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.